I guess it doesn't get any more dire, does it, than critically endangered, like verge of extinction. So how does that turn into a positive story? How are you managing that?
Well, I think with any of these endangered species, the first step is for people to care, because if people don't care, there's not political will, things don't change. So I think changing the story is people choosing, this is an amazing creature, we want it to still be in the world, what can we do? And the minute people start thinking that way, that's when the positivity kicks in, because it's amazing when there's the will there, people write books about it, researchers start finding ways to get money to relocate it to safer places. So a lot of it comes from the people and that will to make a difference.
I panicked after Dark Emu came out because I could see that we were going to have those foods stolen from us again. Not stolen by good-hearted people, but stolen by rogues. And some of those rogues pretend to be the friend of Aboriginal people. So I thought, we're going to have to get in there, we're going to have to grow these tubers and grow the grasses to prove that we have stayed in touch with our culture.
If this is what I think's going on, how can I test that? How can I prove it? How can I collect evidence that would give me the actual answer one way or the other? And this is something we do in everyday life. We can use those critical skills every day as we're walking around, reading things, watching the news. Is this true, what's being told to me on the news, or not? And we look for evidence to back it up. And that's essentially a scientific way of thinking.
If anything, you should be trying to get your own voice visually, like have your own style. It's okay to learn from other people, it's okay to imitate. If you're an anime or manga fan, by all means imitate and learn, but try and inject your own style. On top of that, storytelling. Storytelling's absolutely everything. I work with Gestalt Publishing, and it's literally the mantra. Like, artwork we can fix, but the storytelling is what's absolutely crucial. And you can get good storytelling skills from cinema, from theatre, from novels, from other comic books, of course. But the storytelling, being able to invoke the imagination of a scene, like if I ask you to draw a picture or come up with a scene of a goblin fighting a bear, for example. You do your goblin, you do your bear. But did you think about the time of day? Is it misty? Is the grass wet? Is there evidence that the bear has been injured? What storytelling can you invoke from all the different elements? It's like when you get dressed in the morning, right? We throw on our clothes, but we're planning an ensemble. We're expressing something. We don't just close our eyes and chuck things on. We're expressing a bit of a visual communication. So everything's storytelling.
And that's what food security is all about. It's that we can't keep producing food the way we are producing it. So. It was obvious that we had to do something. The question is, can you survive the period where you have to sort of take the hit because you're not making money out of what you normally make money out of, essentially.
Yeah.
That's usually the difficult thing. Which is why things like carbon trading have been developed, because there needs to be a mechanism in there where people can get outside funds for doing good environmental work and integrate that into the financial system.
We've won a little battle in this war, and we win the next one, and we might lose 2 or 3, but we'll win the next one after that. And eventually, we will have Australia eating Aboriginal food, and with a lot of luck, we will have Australians saying, this is Aboriginal food. How do Aboriginal people benefit? The one thing in terms of food Aboriginal people don't have is land to grow it on. Now, there's all sorts of regenerative farming going on in this country, but almost none of it is being done by Aboriginal people for the one reason: we don't have land. This is something Australia can fix. You mob, you'll be voting to fix it in a few years' time. Stay strong, stay true, stay fair.